Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the garden today. We are going to go over my air plants today because I noticed since we're getting into the winter season here and the climates are getting a little bit drier, we still live in Central Florida, Zone 9B, and it's still pretty humid. So I have to water a little bit more in the winter time because we do drop down in like the 60 dew points to 50 dew points, 40 dew points when we get a little bit of a cold front coming in, which we get here and there. It's been 80 degrees, between 70 and 80 here in Florida, so my succulent's been really dry. As you can see, their leaves are starting to dry up pretty good, and that's a really bad indication here. You can see it's creeped all the way up on that leaf there. That's a bad indication because that means that we need to water a little bit more. You can see it's happening on this one too. And these I just trimmed up. So I wanted to show you because they look a lot better and neater when they're trimmed. You just cut that dead stuff off. They don't need it anyway. It's just kind of sucking up energy from them. And you can see how clean and nice they look without that stuff all over them. Anything that's kind of coming off on the bottom like that, you can just pull down and you can see it'll come right off. So for this, I just used some nice and sterilized garden shears or scissors. These are like hair scissors. And I use it for this because I can really get into tedious spots and do like really small leaves like this in tedious areas. So all I do is cut right up until that dead stuff ends. I don't cut any more because then you're cutting into new growth and then, new healthy growth on there, or old healthy growth, and then it's going to callus again and scab over and cause it to brown. So you'll have to cut that again if it does happen because it just looks ugly. I mean, you don't have to cut it off, but I like to. And now the roots, you really don't need roots on these unless you are connecting them onto something, because roots, I don't know, I just feel like they take up a lot of room, and I do leave a couple on there. I don't like to cut all of them off. This guy is okay if they are all off because they suck water through their leaves. So that's how they take in water. Now I am misting these quite a bit during the week, but I do have to soak them twice a week now. So I'm soaking them twice a week in a bowl of water here. It's just from my well or some rainwater if you can collect it. Rainwater is the best for these air plants. They really benefit from rainwater and really, really bright indirect light. These tillandsias, some tillandsia types like this one, she can tolerate a little bit of sunlight. So if I give her like an hour or two in the morning when that sunlight's just starting to come up and before it gets strong, she'll do perfectly fine in there. Other ones will start to burn in that little bit of sunlight. So just, it depends on the variety you have and which type of tillandsia air plant it is. You can see this bottom leaf is coming off, so we're just going to go ahead. This is just regular maintenance I do on these. We're just going to go ahead and take these off. This one's kind of like a half a leaf anyway, so we're going to go ahead and take these two off. And then we have a really nice healthy air plant. I'm going to cut any leaf tips that are brown. You can see we just have a tiny, tiny bit of brown on this one. Not bad, a little bit right there, so we can go ahead and just trim it off. We'll just go ahead, take our nice sharp garden shears, make sure they're sterilized with some alcohol or just some soapy water, and we're going to cut right there. We're not going to cut any more than that because then it's just going to form another scab on it. And that's it, you guys. That's how I do regular maintenance on them. Now, I'm just going to be soaking them. I soak them for 2 hours each, so every air plant gets soaked totally underneath the water for 2 hours. If it's half out of the water, I'll just soak it for 2 hours like that, flip it over, then give it like another 20 minutes or so on that side. Make sure that bottom's nice soaked, and then I let them dry. Sorry about that skipping, you guys. And then I let them, just shake them out, let them dry upside down on a little towel like this. This is just a microfiber cloth, and they're good to go. We're going to go ahead and keep trimming up. We're not going to cut too many roots off. We're just going to leave a few on there because I'm going to start putting these and letting them grab onto seashells. I want to start putting these on seashells, and we're going to get some driftwood together for you guys. I have a piece of driftwood here, and I'm going to show you how I sterilize it. I looked it up, and we're going to sterilize it in some bleach and get these air plants in some driftwood. We're going to put some wire on it, get some wire from the craft store, and just go ahead and showcase them on the piece of driftwood. This one's not really turning too brown, but you can see it is turning brown at the tips, and that means we definitely need some more water going on here. So I'm going to soak these 2 times a week for 2 hours each, and then go ahead and spray in between if that's not good enough. I'm just going to go ahead and spray one more day, and then if it's not good, I'll spray twice during that week in between the waterings. I just kind of have to adjust and see what's a regular watering schedule for the winter time, and we'll be good to go here. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I do fertilize just once a month with my 795 fertilizer from Dynagrow. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.